This one's called Feeding the Ducks. I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. Oh yeah. I could listen to this all night long.
You turn the volume up a little bit. I can hear it, but not very loud.
Oh no. What about that?
Yeah, there he goes.
Oh yeah. I love it. All right. Welcome everyone to the Wash Pros podcast, the world's worst podcast. Good to have our friends Shawn and Leah Garner, special guest host tonight. Our friend Jeremy Messer is running late. He's stuck in traffic and somewhere on Interstate 75 between Lexington and Corbin. I think he's going to be about 10 or 15 minutes late, but he will be here. In the meantime, we're going to kill some time, and I'm going to welcome some people who are with us tonight, and then we're going to jump into an introduction to Shawn and Leah. Good to see S&H pressure washing tonight, 151 soft wash. Ryan, always good to see Ryan, Dwayne, Bobby Linden, Kyle Herbert. Kyle Herbert stumbled on here at the right time. Yes, you did, my friend. Glad you're here, brother. Keith Pickens, my man, and Gary from Texas. Good to see everybody. We're going to have a great time tonight. Once we get our friend Jeremy on here, he'll do his part in sharing it to some pages. But in the meantime, it'll just be the three of us and everybody that's over here in the right-hand corner of my screen. So good to see everybody. You may have questions for Shawn and Leah here in just a moment. These guys stay busy with a big old Z at the end, busy. They have not only a pressure washing business, they have a cleaning business. They'll share more about that. And they're about to tap into Christmas lights for the season. They'll share some more about that as well as we go through. All right. Yeah. John Shoemaker says, Leah, we're adding a touch of class to the podcast. Fact. 100%. All right. Guys, introduce yourself. Once again, Shawn and Leah, tell us who you are, the name of your business, where you're located, and just give us all the scoop.
I'm Shawn. This is my wife, Leah. We're in Jackson, Tennessee. It's over in West Tennessee. We always got to put that in there.
There you go.
West part. So we own Waterworks Pressure Washing, and we also own Elite Clean, which is a residential and commercial interior cleaning service. Been washing for close to 14 years now.
Dang. Good job.
So a lot of it was part-time, as I worked full-time on the railroad for 9 years, and I just had to hang that up and do my thing, we decided to join the businesses together and just, go at it full speed ahead. And it's really turned out well for us. We got into the Christmas light business about, this will be our 4th season going into the Christmas lights.
That's awesome.
It started as, hey, we needed something to do during the winter months because here in West Tennessee, it gets cold, but we still have our commercial stuff. And then it turned in, it went from, we just need something to do during the winter months to make ends meet or whatever, when we can't wash. And after we did our first house, those little kids came out and got to see that house light up for the first time. And then
they got you good.
Christmas lights turned into something more than just Christmas lights. So something we enjoy doing, and hope to make another great season out of it.
Well, I want to echo what Keith just said. Always great to hear the success stories. I don't know if can you guys see these comments as they come? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Anytime you see that up there, you might one of you might take a opportunity to read that. It might be a question. We'll throw those up there from time to time. Keith, you're 100% right. Listen, we hear enough negativity in the world. It's nice to it's nice to hear some success stories. And speaking of
Look
success,
who showed up.
success just entered the room.
That's
Success just entered the room.
You know it. I'm here. Finally.
Oh, brother, you're only a few minutes late, dude. You must have stepped on the gas to get here.
No grass grow, baby. No grass grow.
None behind you.
Jeremy is going to be sharing out the page. We're welcoming some people, and of course, Shawn and Leah are introducing themselves. These guys have been in business for 14 years or more washing. I want to ask right off the cuff, take us back a number of years ago when you decided to hit the eject button on the railroad. What did that look like? How hard was it? And if you could go back, would you change anything about that process?
Well, as crazy as this may sound, leaving the railroad is only a year old.
Okay. Wow.
Yes. So I left the railroad July of last year. I was in a situation where I went in at 5 o'clock in the morning and I was off by 1 most every day. Come straight home, hook up to the trailer, and we would go wash every afternoon, all during the week until we literally could not see anymore. We worked on the weekends. And then after Leah and I have only been washing together for about 5 years. And I did it all part-time by myself before, obviously. And then, so basically I was working a full-time job with the railroad that I was completely miserable at.
I'm sure.
And all I could ever think about was, while I'm at work every day is, hey, I could be doing estimates right now. I could be doing, I've got stuff to wash. I've got to hurry up and get off work so I can get to the house, and get busy, And then, over the years, our client base just grew and grew and grew and, did excellent work. Not a whole lot of advertising. Most everything just came by word of mouth with our customer base, and it just blew up. So it's been an awesome run, and I hope for many more years to come. But but just a whole year in right now as we sit full-time washing, and the crazy thing is I thought, I'll have a little bit of extra time going on here. Yeah. No, sir.
When I'm imagining you at work at the railroad, again, your mind is where you want to be, and that's washing, that's doing anything besides being there, and all this stuff in preparation. Tonight I'm here at the shop, and I've been at the shop since 6 o'clock tonight, I think it was, because I've got some washing to do tomorrow, and I had to make some corrections on my rig. I had to make some adjustments. Plus, I wanted to come here for some privacy. We got the grandkids at the house tonight, and it's just too loud. But when you're on the railroad or wherever you are, and you're out there, and you know that you need to be washing, but before you can wash, you got to make repairs to the rig. I mean, having 2 jobs is just. It's got to be insanity.
Yep. Late nights, getting home, sometimes, repairing the rig on the job site. That is not something that anybody wants to do. It's depending on the repair. It's not very professional if you pull up and having to, but it happens. I mean, stuff breaks down. Sure. That's where every rig that we've owned, I think we're on number 4 now, our trailer. Being able to build your own rig helps out tremendously, because when you build it yourself, what you've built, what parts you have, what tools you need to work on it. It makes everything, when you do have a breakdown, you can immediately go grab that part. We keep extra parts on the trailer and stuff. So it's always real helpful to know what you need to grab, because it's something that you put together, not somebody else, and you're not having to figure out what needs to be done or what you need. And so that's always a helpful thing. It's we love it, man. It's a peace of mind. It's freedom to me to be able to go out and wash every day, and knowing that I'm not sitting. I was a foreman for the railroad for track maintenance, so I sat in the passenger seat all day long, dreaming about washing.
Them feet kicked up.
Yeah, every once in a while I'd send her a picture of my feet kicked up on the dash, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah. There's no time to have your feet kicked up now.
Absolutely,
you guys are washing.
Absolutely
So
not.
when does your wash season start there in East Tennessee?
Mid-March.
Yeah, about mid-March we'll get started a little bit. We'll have some warm days here and there. As far as residential stuff goes, commercial.
This year it was a little late though.
Yeah, we were a little late this year. We had some snow came in West Tennessee, and so it pushed us off a little bit. But yeah, about mid-March. A couple of years ago, we do a lot of aggregate concrete sealing.
Okay.
A couple of years, our winters are crazy. A couple of years ago, we had 15 driveways already done in February, the end of February.
Wow.
So it's back and forth every year, it seems like.
Sure.
And then this past year, we washed all the way up all the way into December, and we had 2 jobs in January.
And that's residential washing?
Yeah, residential, yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
40s, so yeah.
Out there in coveralls and toboggans.
Yeah.
But hey, we got it done. So
yeah, just about every year I find myself washing once or twice in the snow. Not driving snow, but snow nonetheless. And you know what I have found is that 30, I think my coldest was 35 degrees. 35 and no wind is completely doable. 50 with wind, you're freezing your tail off.
Oh, yeah.
It's the wind that'll get you.
The wind,
yeah. Well, Jeremy, so good to see you, buddy. How was your day?
It was long. It was good. I'm blessed. I'm here. I'm alive.
Yes, you are.
I'm here and alive.
You're here.
Hey, real quick, I know you're in West Tennessee. How, like, where at, like, exactly? Are you closer to Nashville or are you closer to Memphis?
We are right smack in the middle of the two in Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay.
Jackson, Tennessee.
Yep. Right on Interstate 40. We can be at Interstate 40 in 5 minutes.
I feel
if even that, it might be 3 minutes. But yep, we're right in the middle of Nashville and Memphis.
Okay. Nice.
Leah,
I missed it.
Hey Leah, what did you do before washing? If I can be bold enough to ask.
I own a cleaning business, so I do residential and commercial cleaning. I still have that. I just have a girl that's hired doing it, so we can do pressure washing. And that was the goal all along. I mean, it just kind of just made me do it.
Yeah, and so tonight after the podcast, however, you guys are going to go clean a business.
Massage and day spa in our town.
Okay.
Yep.
That's great.
Every other Wednesday.
So these guys will wash all day, come home and rest. And at times you have to go out, like you said, every other Wednesday, you'll go back out and clean. Now, how long will that take you tonight?
About an hour, maybe.
We've got it down to about an hour. I think the first time we did it, it took us about 3 hours. It's a 2-story
building, lots of rooms, but
probably 15 to 20 rooms in it.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got it down to right about an hour now from beginning to end. So
keeping it clean.
Okay.
We do warehouses also weekly. So sometimes we don't get to rest. We literally just come home and get in my car and go.
You guys are burning up the fast food restaurants, no doubt.
Unfortunately.
Well, guys, I want you to consider, those of you over here in the comment section, and you viewers, I want you to consider the dedication that it takes to make a business work. Now multiply that by 2, and then in the wintertime or in the Christmas from now until Christmas, you've got Christmas lights. The commitment, the dedication, the discipline that it takes to pull this off. You can't do this fly by night. You have to absolutely be focused in order to make this happen. I'm speechless. You know what? I'm not speechless, obviously, but I am spellbound by what these guys are able to do.
You know, the work is the easy part. It's the behind the scenes. It's running the business. It's the scheduling, the paperwork, the billing. That's for me. That's the hard part. That's where a lot of time is consumed. That sometimes you don't have. We probably need an assistant. We could definitely use one, but we make it work. The wheels keep turning. So I see someone here asked.
So just to let you guys know, we worked all day yesterday. Started at 7, worked all day. Drove an hour and 40 minutes to Murray, Kentucky, cleaned 2 gas stations. Got home at like 10 or 11 this morning. So we're looking at 30 hours of no sleep, but we did get to take a nap, and we're ready.
Jeepers,
are you watching night? You said
we're cleaning the day spa tonight. We go to Millington tomorrow. We got an hour drive tomorrow to Millington to clean a new construction firehouse ups.
So from meeting you guys in person back in January at the retreat and becoming friends and just watching you guys this year, I feel like I've seen, I don't know, have you had a lot of growth this year? Because it looks like you're always busy, or have you just always been this busy?
No, we haven't always been what it seems on Facebook. I'd say our commercial work has really grown this year, and I seen someone ask there if we prefer commercial or residential.
I like
it's 50-50 on that. We're probably 60 to 70% commercial. What we do. Okay. I like the commercial part of it probably more. And it has.
Those are lots of late nights, and sometimes we don't sleep.
We probably do more new construction cleanup than we do existing buildings. Those are nice because we can clean during the day, but we do a lot of shopping centers for a developer here in town that we got in with about 3 years ago. He buys properties, and then he will develop the property into whatever it's going to be, whether it's a shopping center or we do a lot of Starbucks, things like that. He'll build that and then turn it over to, the company, and we go clean up. We go clean up after their construction, and then a lot of times we'll get the business after that cleaning, But it's the commercial side of it for me. It's more fun, I guess I'd say. I don't know. I just enjoy it a lot more.
Now, Keith Pickens is asking if you guys have kids.
3.
Yes, 3. We do not have any together, but we have a son that's 18. We have 2 daughters, one or both are 19.
Well,
2 of them do it.
Jokingly, I was going to tell Keith that these guys, on top of 2 businesses plus Christmas lights, they have 5 kids. They do travel softball, for which Shawn and Leah are the coaches. And I was going to do, if you didn't have any kids, I was going to give you some kids. But
yeah, they're all 18 or up. So we did
which makes it easy.
We did deal with football and basketball and softball and all that stuff earlier in the years, but all that stuff is kind of came to a halt, and they're all working and such.
Yeah,
and so
I get it. Hey, Ripple Exterior Washing wants to know what CRM do you guys use?
We use the Customer Factor.
Okay.
I love the customer factor. We started off using Joist in the beginning. It didn't have a lot of features that I was seeing some people talk about in their CRMs, which it does now. They have a pro version of it, but we use the customer factor. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit hard to understand at first, to understand the platform, getting it set up and everything. When we started using the customer factor, we had a marketing company that was working for us, and they actually transferred all of our stuff from Joist to customer factor. So I didn't have to really do all that on my own, but getting in the system and learning it and everything. But once you get in and learn, it is just amazing what it does. I mean, if you've got employees can clock in, they can see the jobs for the day that's assigned to them. It will schedule their routes if there's multiple jobs, and it will assign the routes in a way that is fuel efficient and just efficient all the way around.
Nice.
Of course, you can do all the good stuff like, email and text blast and all those kind of things. So customer factor is really nice. It's not very expensive neither. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say it's about $50 a month, 58, something like that.
Yeah. Danny Salyer from Saltville, Virginia says hello. You guys know Danny.
Hello, Danny.
Yeah. And then Gio's Pro Wash, real quick, he has a question. How would you go about cleaning a stained wood ceiling? It's by the water, so it's full of bugs and cobwebs everywhere. I'll jump on this real quick. I have never ruined a stained ceiling, and I wash them regularly. First things first, Gio, if you will, you'll need to just wet that down, especially along the corners. But if you're washing the entire ceiling, you want to wet that down very, very well. I would encourage you not to use SH unless, of course, mold and algae is a problem. And if it is, you just have to set the expectations correct for the customer. And I would just use surfactant. I would not let it dry. I would keep a squeegee on a pole handy, one of the 24-inch squeegees, just in case there's bubbling up on the ceiling. Spray that off. Don't let it dry. Rinse it quickly. If you need to squeegee it. Really appreciate your question. Thank you for joining us. Gio's pressure or soft wash. I don't know that we've seen you here before. Gio's Pro Wash. We're glad you're here, brother.
Absolutely. That's what we do. That the surfactant's heavy enough to get a hold of those cobwebs, and it just pulls it right down, rinsing it off, and then you've got nothing to worry about.
That's right. Kyle Herbert said it's $450 a year for a customer factor. $49 a month. That's nice. $45 a month. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How many people sign up because you guys use that? Should have got you affiliate link.
Yeah, that's right. You could have took the night off if you had an affiliate link.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You guys are awesome. So when does let's talk about Christmas lights a little bit. When do we start up with Christmas lights?
We'll start hanging the first Christmas lights at the 1st of October.
We've already had tons of people book and pay, and they're coming in daily. We start
July 1st doing our Christmas in July email blast. And that usually hits all of our existing customers. And I just send it out. So I send that blast, that Christmas light blast, out to all of our pressure washing customers, because you never know. We always try to talk to our pressure washing customers and let them know that we do Christmas lights, and so we just send that email blast out to everybody, the whole list. And people you would think that wouldn't sign up, will, but that Christmas in July is usually a discount for existing customers, is what it is. To sign up early, for one, and two, to get a early install date, to get on the list early, because once November hits, it's wide open. Unfortunately, every year we have to turn customers down. We just can't get to that many. So, October 1st, we'll start putting Christmas lights up, washing houses, washing buildings, and wide open.
Jeepers creepers. Life Support One, we're glad you're here tonight. He asked a question: how long is a part-time washer? As a part-time washer, did it take for you guys to need a CRM, or did you have a CRM from the get-go?
Well, yeah. So about the time that she and I started, about 6 years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, is when we started using the CRM. That's when things started getting real busy, and where I couldn't keep up with everything on notebooks and notepads and things like that. The memory just went bye-bye. So we had to have some kind of track of keeping up with everything.
Yeah.
So about 5 or 6 years ago, we started.
I'm gonna give you the answer here on this one, Life Support. The answer is now. You need one now. If you ain't got one,
it makes life easier.
It's $44.95 if you go with Customer Factor, and as the way that me and Mike like to put a lot of things, man, that's one house wash is pretty much going to pay for the whole year.
Yeah.
Yep.
One wash, one good wash is going to pay for that whole thing for the whole year. Just think about it like that. I mean, it's nothing, and even if you get it and you don't like it, pay for a month. If you don't like it, well, then you only spent $44, and you probably even get a 2-week free trial. I know you get a 2-week free trial with Marquette and Jobber and all these other ones. I'm sure the Customer Factor probably has a free trial version too. But the answer is get a CRM when you start.
Hey, something cool about the Customer Factor, I don't know about other CRMs, but they've got a Facebook group that is extremely helpful. If you've got questions, not only that, the Customer Factor CRM has a very helpful, almost immediate response team. If you've got a question or need help or whatever, you just click on a little plus button, type in whatever it is, whatever you're looking for, what you need to know how to do, and it tells you. It's pretty nice to have.
What this guy here?
Charles Henry.
He don't count.
He don't even count.
Customer Relationship Management.
I think it stands for Charles remembers. No, Charles reacts maturely. No, that definitely wouldn't be right. I don't know what it stands for, bro.
Owes money.
Oh, that's great. We did have a good question up here. Let's see. This one's for Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Walker, my friend Steve. Steve bought a skid from us recently. He says, I can't get my downstream injector to work, daggone it. It won't draw unless it's 50 to 100 feet of hose.
Yeah, so you got to do process of elimination on that. I don't know what kind of you're saying tips. What are you using for the tip? Hopefully you're using like an M5 twist or something. So, okay, is it the tip? Make sure you got the right size tip. Try an M5 twist. Okay, let's work backwards on this one. Okay, so let's go to the injector. Okay, is the injector is it old? Is it wore out? Does the orifice need replaced? Does the spring ball need to be rebuilt, replaced? Okay, now if that's it, let's go. Let's check the hose. Is the hose fine that's going into the downstream injector or going into the bleach tank? Are you using the you're probably not using the CleanStream Pro because I ain't sold you one. Are you using the Flow Pro? Are you using the Smart Bypass? What are you using? Because sometimes those the ball valve, the DN10 ball valve, goes bad and causes it not to draw correctly. So just got to work it.
Yeah,
work the problem.
Work the problem. I like that process of elimination. And when he said tips, I think he was asking, do we have any tips to help? But nonetheless, same answer regardless.
Well, sometimes you get people who don't use the right tips.
This is true.
Yeah.
Done it a few times myself.
Yeah.
Well, we finally got a question concerning the retreat. And before we answer Chris's question, Shawn and Leah, have you got your tickets yet?
Absolutely.
Got
hey, I'm bringing a family in January to Tennessee. Can I pay for them to eat with us? And are we still going to have food?
Well, Chris, have you got your tickets yet? Not sure. I actually have the list up, but I don't know that I'm seeing your name. So if you haven't, go ahead and grab that ticket. So hey, here's what's up. Okay, the general admission ticket covers, say the business owner, president, CEO, whatever you want to call yourself, right? Owner, operator. That's the main ticket. Each additional ticket you can purchase as a guest, and that will include a spouse, a child, an employee, or whoever you may want to bring in addition to set in on the event itself, partake in the event with the networking, with the speakers, with the games that we're going to have, and what that does, that's a $50 ticket, and what that pretty much does is only covers the cost of the food for the 2 days, plus the event, plus the networking. It doesn't come with a shirt. It doesn't come with anything else. It's just that pretty much covering the food for that person. So if that would be the way that I'm looking at it.
Yeah. And it's well worth it, Jeremy. The cost of the food, believe it or not, it's not cheap. I don't know if anybody noticed that things aren't cheap anymore.
Yeah, well, here's a real truth while we're talking about it is I've actually probably underpriced the ticket for how much the food is going to cost us per day.
Yes.
So
that was an afterthought.
It really should have, the ticket probably should have been like a $75 ticket.
Yeah.
And so we just left it at 50.
Yeah.
Unless something changes, but that's where it's at right now. So if you got yours at 50, kudos. If you don't, we'll see. I don't know, but I really misjudged the price on the catering.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, hats off to Mark Lovick who got it right. CRM stands for can't remember much. And that's why we need a CRM.
Definitely.
I love it. And then of course Steve McFall, he kind of got it right. I think what he meant to say, Leah, they should have given you tickets for making the podcast worth watching tonight. I can't stand that guy, Steve McFall.
I think my wife is excited that I've actually she's hounded me, man. She has hounded me, and I've told Mike. She won't say hounded me, but she's like, "You guys need to get some people on there and interview. You need to do it more often." I said, "I think I'm gonna reach out to Shawn and Leah." She said, "Finally, you finally listened." So she was excited.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Barry Little. See Barry's on there.
Barry Little is with us tonight.
We're trying our best.
We should schedule a group wash in Gatlinburg. We saw a few dirty buildings last time. That church across the street was absolutely filthy.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember that.
I don't know if I want to be out in Gatlinburg in 30-degree weather, 20-degree weather. I don't know. Who knows? It might be 50 when we're over this time.
It's true. John Shoemaker, who's already got his ticket, he said, Shawn, seeing your trailer, are you cold water cleaning those gas stations? If so, how are you getting the same, if not similar results as you might with hot water?
Yes, we're cold water only. Well, our good friends over at Absolute Chemical in Nashville hooked us up with some good chemicals. So there's probably some spots that could be better with hot water, but I haven't ran hot water and I haven't had a hot water machine in probably 7 years.
Okay.
So pretty much what you're saying, Shawn, is a really good degreaser goes a long way.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, I'm team cold water too, man. I've never ran hot water, and I feel like I can mix that. I'll mix mine raw, but I can mix it. I can mix it strong enough that it pretty much fills up anything.
Yeah.
Pictures don't lie.
There you go.
We were a little slow last night. I had to downstream. I've got a soft 12-volt soft wash on the trailer that I usually apply chemical with or whatever, but we had some issues yesterday before we left, so so downstreaming took a little longer on the to dwell on the concrete, but hey, it turned out good. So sometimes you just have to.
While we're talking about cleaning and equipment, what's what all equipment do you run on your trailer? I know I vaguely saw some pictures of it, but looked like I seen a old faithful Predator machine on there.
Yeah, we've got two of them. We've got a 670. I believe it's probably 3 years old.
Yeah.
It's about 3 years old. It's running a gearbox with a TSF 2021, and
Okay.
And then we've got a Predator 420 running a AR 5.5 gallon a minute pump. It's belt drive.
Nice.
Both of those machines, knock on wood, they've got some time on them. I never put hour meters on them, but if they did, I would probably have to replace them because they would be timed out.
Yeah.
I honestly have no clue how many hours are on those machines. But
I was a big fan of the Predator 420 when I had one, and I think they're just about bulletproof. I'd put a 420 up against a GX 390 any day of the week.
Yeah.
Love them.
Long ago, I was a Honda and technician for about 7-8 years, and I've worked on Hondas like you just wouldn't believe. The V-twins, the single cylinders, the old 390s, they're just great workhorses. I'm just not a huge Honda fan these days, of especially the 800s, any of the fuel injected units. I just had lots of problems with them in the past. And I'm not saying a Predator is a superior machine. It's not. Right out of the box, there's some things that needs to be done. But like I said, we're 3 years on this machine, and it's I can't. The amount of money and everything gets done has just been absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely.
I want to.
I'm tickled. I'm tickled to know. I'm tickled to know that you've ran that 670 for 3 years.
One of our all-time favorite groupies. She's a groupie. Her name's Amanda, and she says, "Has Charles Henry purchased a ticket yet? I think he needs called out publicly." So let's answer that question tonight. Jeremy, has Charles Henry purchased a ticket yet?
Charles Henry has failed to purchase a ticket at this point in time.
Charles, come on, buddy. Jeepers, creepers, dude. Hey,
what are we going to do with him?
Well, I think what we're going to do with him is we're going to have to give him a loan, I guess, because obviously he can't afford it. So we'll do like a $20 a month at 27% interest. We'll get you there, Jerry.
You can finance the ticket on the website. I don't understand the problem. We can put it on the firm.
He obviously is broke. He's broke.
He needs to go do some more Chick-fil-A's.
Yeah. John Shoemaker says, "Oh, Charles." That's good stuff.
Oh, goodness.
Steve Wilder says, "I'm in West Tennessee. Where do you guys get your SH?"
We actually have a place that's pretty local to us, about 10 minutes down the road. Just discovered it this year, actually.
We've lived all around this place.
Yeah.
Didn't even know they even.
It's in Humboldt.
Humboldt, Tennessee. It's actually a ag chemical supply company. They bottle and box ag chemicals, and lo and behold, somebody one day said, "Hey, there's a place just right down the road from you that sells 12.5% SH." And so you got to be kidding me. We've had a couple companies that delivered to the house, but this turned out to be 10 minutes down the road and much cheaper. So we do buy it by the barrel there. They don't keep it in bulk, but they ship in fresh 55-gallon drums every other Thursday. So that's where we get our SH from.
Charles Henry says he's got the money. Somebody else said they watched him do a oxidation removal last week, so they know he's got the money. And he says old Mickey Mouse is getting his money at the moment. So, well, you better be there. And then Amanda came back and she said, Shawn and Leah's house looks like ours, Jeremy.
It's very similar.
They might be in the same room. Pull down that curtain, Jeremy. Let's see what's your background looks like.
I see Gus back here.
That's my ghost.
Our ghost.
Oh, yeah.
That's Gus.
That's awesome.
All right.
Juan de Jesus, we're glad you're here, brother. Thank you for chiming in. He says, I got a question. How do you clean oil grease on boat deck restaurant by the lake? Ooh, that's a great question.
I haven't been in that predicament yet.
Hot water would be your friend.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a toughie because you're going to have to. You've got some grease on that deck, and there's water. If there's water nearby or underneath it, good luck with that. What do you think, Jeremy?
You don't know what I'm going to do.
Breaking the law.
Jimmy's going to go out and throw some hydroxide down. Go there and rinse it baby off and go to the house, collect my money.
That's exactly right.
Daddy's got a new pair of shoes to buy.
Sodium hydroxide is your friend, huh?
Yeah,
Mine too.
Always.
Well, you found a local place to buy SH. This guy wants to know, how much are you paying for it?
$367.
Okay. That's great.
And that is the absolute cheapest in our area.
If I didn't get it delivered here, I'd pay $367 all day.
Yeah.
That's not a bad price at all.
Not bad at all. Let's see.
Well, here's a great question. Hey, Leah, what's your answer to this one? Chemical injectors, fixed or adjustable?
That's just a wrong question.
Fixed. However, my injector went down a few days ago, and I dug up the last one I had left that was working is an adjustable. And I actually downstreamed with it last night at 2 gas stations. So
it worked.
It worked.
It worked. I believe you can take those and you can pull those adjustables out and put a
regular barb.
Regular barb. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We use
I
super
like
silk suckers from EnviroSpec is where I get mine from, our injectors.
So are you team downstream, or are you more of a soft wash?
DS for life.
Let me tell you, I was against it for the longest, and I was the remote. I had to keep going back and forth. I'm all for it.
You get your
I love
steps in.
downstream.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead.
I was going to say a couple of real quick comments to revisit the DeJesus who had the question about the grease on the deck. John Shoemaker says Green Ox Renew is safe for everyday cleaning over water, but it'll do nothing for grease. Well, that's good to know. But then Gary from Texas, he says Dragon Juice is supposedly safe for any surface and non-toxic might be a good option. So if you're watching DeJesus, you might think about that.
Yeah, reach out to Andy Vickers.
Yep.
Here we go. Kyle Herbert says, also drop sticks versus pulling off bottom of the tank. Well, I'll jump in there real quick. I would encourage you to never pull from the bottom of the tank. Those seals are going to break. If that's what you're saying, you've got some sort of a bulkhead at the bottom of your tank. That's never advised. On the short term, it'll be okay, but I always pull from the top if possible. So I vote for drop stick.
It'll get you when you least expect it. It'll work for a while, and the next thing you know, you're sitting on a customer's beautiful driveway with some $100,000 lawn, and next thing you know, that seal breaks, that SH goes all over the place, and there's no diluting it. Once 12.5% SH drains out of a tank, 20, 30, 40 gallons, and it hits that grass, it's just, I would never advise pulling off the bottom of the tank.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Mike, you had a tank blow out, didn't you?
About 4 years ago, I sure did. I had a tank. Fortunately, the driveway was freshly washed, but I lost 55 gallons of bleach because I was pulling from the bottom of the tank, and it was a backup tank that I was using. I don't do that as a practice. And I got up in the rig to fix something, stepped on the bulkhead, the whole thing split open at the bottom, and I lost 55 gallons of bleach in someone's driveway. And it's in the video somewhere because, I've always got my camera going. But
legend says that driveway's still clean to this day.
That's a funny.
If you're lucky, your bulk tank was completely full, and you just open the valve and hope you can dilute it the best you can.
Exactly. Got a lot of comments coming in.
I've lost where we were at.
Steve wants to know if he can get the name of that place.
Cannon.
What place?
And where we live.
Cannon Packaging. They carry sodium hydroxide for us also. He told us the other day they were working with some company to make a new degreaser that they was wanting us to try. Haven't seen it yet, but he can get quite a bit of stuff if you're close by to them.
Very nice.
They're awesome too. They two of the workers that work there plus the owner gave me their personal cell phone numbers, and because they're a packaging company it's family owned. Just awesome people.
If they close early, they'll call you.
And it never fails. We're so busy during the week. They like to leave early on Friday, and Friday about 1:00 is when we realize, hey, we've got to run and pick up some SH, and they're always gone. So they gave us their phone number. So awesome people.
Very nice. Very nice.
Help you out.
That's awesome. Somebody chime in there. I got a text message, and I think it's to remind me of a prayer request.
Oh yeah. We gotta get that. So how close are you guys to Absolute Chemical? That's in Nashville, right?
Yeah. About
2.5 hours.
Me driving there about an hour and 45 minutes. Mary, I didn't see the trail. I didn't get to go to the open house this year. I did watch some videos. I saw you out there shooting the soft wash systems on the videos. But yeah, we didn't. It does seem like I remember seeing a trailer that was similar to what you described there. One time when we was up there, but not 100% sure.
So what does the future look like for Waterworks pressure washing?
More commercial is coming. Commercial work, Christmas lights. We're not stopping there at the Christmas light. I mean, where we're at, we're growing with the Christmas lights. We plan to take it to as far as it'll completely go. I mean, it just something we love doing, It's growing like crazy, but we are starting to see a shift in the trend of traditional Christmas lights. Last year, we got a lot of requests for permanent lighting. It's becoming real popular in our area. And I figure over the next couple of years, we'll probably get more into permanent lighting installs rather than. I don't think the traditional Christmas lights will go anywhere, but I think we'll see a lot more permanent installs coming up.
Yeah, I love Christmas lights. I'm so ready for. I don't do I know I don't do as much as you guys do with Christmas lights by any means, but every year it seems like it grows, and I don't want it to grow too fast because it's just me, and it seems like every year I'm looking for like a helper, and somehow God's usually always blessed me with someone who's been laid off that needed some money, or just put the right person in my path at the right time. So I'm really praying for that this year because I'm already getting calls from people and new customers who are reaching out asking me. I'm like, all right, I'm pretty good with the ones I've got. I can do, but I would, if I'm going to add some more, I really got to get that helper out there. So
it helps to have someone on the roof installing, and then have a ground helper, someone that can get stuff for you when you drop it, or things like that.
Keep it.
Sometimes you'll be on a 4-story roof and look down, and you'll find that your customer has went and got a one of those outdoor heaters for your helper. And while you're up there freezing to death, she's down there standing there with her arms crossed, looking up at you. So that happened one day.
That's funny. That's so funny.
So that segues nicely into this question. Do you guys have employees?
We have a couple people that help us part-time.
But we did not until last year.
Yeah. Real quick story. We've got several construction companies that do house remodels. And one particular one, last year, it was the year before last, we was installing some Christmas lights, and across the road from us, another huge house that we're in $1 million subdivision, the houses, $1 million houses. And the house across the road from us, somebody installed the lights on it, and they were all over the house. And I'm thinking, who in the world climbed up there and did these lights? This roof was insane, y'all. Fast forward, we go to clean up a house for this customer of ours, and a guy walks out, and he says, ask us what we do in the wintertime. And I said, oh, we install Christmas lights. And he's like, oh, well, that's what I do. He said, I've got 12 houses. And I was like, really? And we get to talking for a second. He was the guy across the road. So he helps us now.
All right. Very nice.
I'll tell you, he can scale those roofs like it's nothing. We can hand him a box, because when we take the lights down, we label the lights where they go, each strand, because it's all cut to fit. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is 15-inch spacing. This is shingle tabs, goes under the shingles. These are gutter clips on the gutter. But anyways, I can hand him a box of this right here that's cut to fit with a label and say, here's the address, and I don't have to follow it. I know that he's out there doing the right thing. He knows how to do it, and it worked out really good for our advantage and for his too. So, but yeah, we've got a couple people that help us wash and do lights. Nice. We did hopefully land a roofing crew this year, maybe, hopefully. I don't know. We'll see. To help us. So it's hard. It's hard to do the washing, do the scheduling, put lights up. The phone is constantly ringing. Somebody with Christmas lights, if you do not answer a customer right away when they call you about lights, they're going to the next installer, and there's plenty of installers in our area.
If you don't mind me asking, how many installs will you do this year?
I'm hoping to push somewhere around 80 or 90 this year.
We did 52 last year.
We did 52 last year. We've done a little more than that, but I wanted to scale down on the number of houses and more for quality of houses. I should say.
Fair enough.
We're pushing more in the gated communities.
Where you want to
be. Yeah. So
we do subdivision entrances.
Yeah, we some commercial buildings, subdivision entrances.
Gas station.
We've got a gas station that we just landed. One of the gas stations that we wash twice a year. They're getting Christmas lights this year. So,
speaking of your tabs, your shingle tabs, and I guess that was that a tough clip? I couldn't really tell what it was. It was
that's mainly on. Yeah, mainly on.
Yeah. So are you using those millions on any of your shingles, or are you using strictly the shingle tabs?
It's funny you asked that. So the first year, when I got into this, everybody was like, "Hey, just use one clip, put it, and then of course we know what happens when you do that." And everybody suggested using this one. This is the gutter clip. When you put it on the shingle, it points the bulb straight up. I'm not a huge fan of that, and I after the first year, I switched and started on my gables. We use the shingle tabs. These little tabs right here fold over, and then when it goes up underneath the shingle, it keeps it from coming back out. But I like for all the bulbs to be pointed outwards. The bulbs, the prism of the bulbs it's how they're designed. They're designed to be viewed from looking directly onto it. So if you have a bulb pointing straight upwards versus straight outwards, the bulb is brighter facing outwards than it is upwards. So if you have the bulbs on your gutters like they're supposed to be with these clips, and then you have them like this on, you can tell that the bulbs are brighter along the gutter on the gables. I think I got way too involved in Christmas lights.
That's good stuff. So while I got you on it, how well does those shingle tabs hold up? For like a peak bulb.
Real well.
You have.
See how they're in a V shape.
Yeah.
So they're flex. Well, I don't know what brand this one is. This is just one I found on the floor in the shop. But anyways, the other ones are more flexible. So they will bend like that, and they just slide right. You got to have the peak bulb too. The peak has got to be bulbed.
Don't come at me with no non-peak house.
I'm all about the peak. But here, I'm the guy that I use one clip for everything. So, but it's got on me. I'm like, man, I've really thought about using the shingle tabs while we're talking about it real quick. And I was like, I'm just going to ask you real quick, because sometimes I find that those, all-in-one clips, sometimes I have a problem, having to trim them out to peak them with those clips, cut, portion it off, get them back in there. Then they don't want to hold that good. Hey, this is good stuff, Mike. Because listen, if you need to make some money in the winter and you want to make some real money in the winter, you need to be doing Christmas lights.
Well, the reason I was laughing is because Steve said, Mike, you look mesmerized.
I tell you, I am so full of tips and tricks on these Christmas lights. This podcast, it can go on for another couple more hours. But
you probably should teach a class at the Huge or something. That would be great.
Hey, I went Christmas light contractors. That's our supplier. That's who we use. Of course, I saw you guys there. Unfortunately, weren't able to stay for the full Huge event. We got to go to the Christmas light training, permanent lighting, but. When that was over, it was good to see you guys and have some ice cream. But the boss said we had to leave and go back to work, so had too much going on. I wish we could have stayed longer, but
have a good time in January.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We're not going to be working then, so we're good.
We're going to go down a day early.
I think we are too.
Yeah,
okay. By the way, the lady I was trying to have a lot of people ask about going down a day early, and what she said is for the gas to call the hotel, and they'll add that extra day. Either I think it was the day early, if you want to go down a day early, and get a discount price on that day. Because
Awesome.
I know a lot of people were saying that it was that almost doubling the cost for like an extra day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Hey, for you guys that are on the fence in the comments about going, whether to sign up, whether to come, it's an experience like no other. I 110% recommend. The fellowship, it was an amazing event, an amazing time. We made great friends.
Don't
it
go
was
with me.
She will hit you with the ball.
Sorry, Charlie.
But I'm telling you, it's 110% worth it. It was a great time. Friends were made, long time lasting friends. It's just, I don't know how to describe it other than just telling you to sign up, go and see for yourself. It was a blast. From the food to the round table events. That was probably one of the best things out of the whole thing, is being able to sit around at tables and talk with other like-minded people, and the things that you learn, the tricks, the tips, something that you may do that somebody else may suggest that may help your process of your cleaning process, or how you do your books, or how to get job, anything like that was discussed there. And I think there was so much taken away. Everybody got a little piece of that nugget, like you say. It was absolutely amazing. There's stuff that I left there with. You've got to be teachable. You've got to be able to be one of those kind of people that's willing to learn and listen. And you if you walk away with not taking something with you, I guess you just wasn't listening. I don't know. I don't know what you was doing, but hey, man, it was an awesome event. It was great. It was awesome to see everyone and take time away from the busy year to relax and learn and listen and make great friends.
Go have fun.
Yeah.
Well, to kind of show how what I'm about to tell you is amazing. You guys who are listening tonight to Shawn and Leah, as they are just so ready to speak, their answers are like this. They're not slow to respond. But when I had the privilege of making the video,
I know where we're going with this.
I made the video with these guys to promote this year's retreat. I mean, I'm telling you, Shawn was like, I just don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. Well, you've came a long way since January.
Yeah. I was kind of joking around last week when I said that, when I sent that message, but then I got thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I've got this. I can do this.
That's right, brother. No, you guys are naturals. We got to have you guys back on again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, hey, we do have a serious prayer request here. Real quickly, let me pull this up. John Shoemaker, he says, let's pray for the 5 officers and their families that were shot today in York County, PA. 3 of the officers were killed. So we're going to be praying for that. And then also we're going to pray for our friend Scott Terry. Now last week, Scott mentioned that he would be having surgery this week. He said, I had surgery yesterday. Everything went good. I'm home now recovering. And he said, I won't be there tonight, but I'd ask you to pray. So we're going to pray for Scott as well. And we're going to bring this episode to a close. You guys are awesome. That was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Wish we had a whole nother hour.
Yeah. I'm going to bed. You guys are going to go clean.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I was having so much fun on here. I completely forgot that we got to go to work when we close this off. So, oh man,
that's because we caught you after you had a good nap.
Yeah. That's right.
That's it.
Well, I'm excited for next Wednesday. We'll talk some more about the podcast, and we'll see if we can't find us another special guest host to join us. And man, it's been a great night.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
awesome.
Has been.
I appreciate y'all having us on.
Yeah.
It's been awesome.
Yeah. Jeremy, I do believe it's your week to pray, my friend.
Absolutely. Are we ready?
Yep, let's do it.
All right. Heavenly Father, Lord God, we thank you for the opportunity to gather tonight, Lord, in fellowship with one another and our friends online here, Lord. We pray that you will be with us as we go throughout the rest of this week and lead us, guide us, and direct us and keep us safe on our journey, Lord. Please allow us, Lord, to make an impact into someone's life this week, Lord. May we be a blessing to those that need it. Father, I want to pray for Scott Terry and his health issues, Lord, that he received some healing, Lord, from you. Give him peace during this time. Also, Father, I want to pray for those officers that were involved in the shooting and for those families, Lord, for their lives have been forever changed. Just be with them, be with comfort, Lord. Just let them know that through this incident, Lord, that there is still hope in you, and just lead, guide, and direct those that impact their life, Lord. Like I said, Father, we are very thankful for you, your son Jesus, and what he did for us on that cross. We ask that you keep us safe, keep us out of harm's way. I want to pray for the Kirk family as well. And Father, more importantly, I feel led to just ask for prayer for our nation. For those that are struggling, for those that have been impacted, by those who have been touched by what's happened in the last week, Lord, I pray that you'll raise up bold men and women to stand up for your faith and proclaim truth through Christ Jesus, most importantly. In his name I pray. Amen.
Amen. God bless you guys. Great week.
Peace. See y'all.
Peace. Bye-bye.